Right friends, welcome back to second capsule, most important topic, that is failed coup attempt in Turkey. And before going into the details, let us look at the geography of Turkey. This is very important. I will explain each and every point with maps, and at a glance, this is known as the Republic of Turkey. It consists of two peninsular regions. One is Anatolian Peninsular region, that is in Asia. Second one is the Balkan Peninsular region, this is in Europe, and it is the successor to Ottoman Empire, and the present city of Istanbul was the previously Constantinople, which was the capital for centuries for Roman Empire. And this modern Republic of Turkey was established on 29th October 1923, and it is the successor to Ottoman Empire. And the first president with the secular ideas was Kemal Atatürk, and it is early member of NATO, and for several years efforts are being made by Turkey for entry to European Union, but European Union raised several objections. That's why Turkey is not able to get membership of European Union. All of you are familiar with European Union, 28 member group, and capital is Ankara, and the largest city is Istanbul, and the country's population is around 75 million, and the largest minority group is Kurds population, and currency is the Turkish lira, and human development index is 0.761, and per capita nominal GDP is around $10,000, and the country is basically predominantly Sunni Muslim population, and official language is Turkish. And please look into the maps. This is the map of Turkey. Ankara is situated somewhere central to Turkey, not exactly central, but it is somewhat inside Turkey, whereas Istanbul is situated at the confluence of Asia and European zones. Geographically, Asia and Europe are separated with the Bosphorus Strait. Please look into the slide. Istanbul separates Asia and Europe, and Istanbul city itself is separated by Bosphorus Strait. And through Bosphorus Strait, ships will enter Black Sea. And you may ask, what is meant by strait? It is a narrow passage of water connecting two seas or two oceans. And the other word is isthmus. Isthmus is the narrow strip of land connecting large land masses. So, isthmus is the narrow strip of land connecting two large land masses, and this strait is a narrow strip of water connecting two large seas or oceans. And in Turkey there are two important straits, and in between these two important straits there is Sea of Marmara. Please don't forget, the Sea of Marmara is exclusively within the land boundary of Turkey, and the Sea of Marmara towards one side Black Sea, it is connected through Bosphorus Strait, and Bosphorus Strait bifurcates Asia with Europe, and Turkey is situated in Asia as well as Europe, and Istanbul city itself is situated partly in Asia and partly in Europe. And the other side of Sea of Marmara, through Dardanelles Strait, it is connected to Aegean Sea. So, Aegean Sea and Sea of Marmara are connected with Dardanelles Strait, and the other side, Bosphorus Strait, is connected to Black Sea, right? So, if someone talks about Bosphorus Strait, then Dardanelles Strait, these two are in Turkey. And at the same time, Sea of Marmara is entirely within Turkey. These things please don't forget. Other important point is, please look into the slide. Turkey has got a long land boundary with Syria. Almost around 800 kilometers of land boundary between Turkey and Syria. That is very important point, because the crisis in Syria was precipitated because this long border was kept open by Turkey for the past several years. And Turkey kept open this border with a view to support opposition, because from day one Turkey is opposing Bashar al-Assad. Ultimately, this open borders resulted in proliferation of Islamic State in Syria and Iraq. And another important point is Kurdistan. this demand is there for Greater Kurdistan, and this Kurdistan basically encompasses 4 regions of Turkey, Syria, Iraq and Iran, right? And if you look at the Balkan Peninsula, this Turkey is partly in Anatolian Peninsula and partly in Balkan Peninsula. And please look into the slide. Balkan Peninsula has got European countries along with a small part of Turkey. And if you have to understand the meaning of peninsula, 3 sides it will be water. If you look into this slide, starting from Adriatic Sea, then Ionian Sea, subsequently Mediterranean, then Aegean Sea, then Dardanelles Strait, then Sea of Marmara, then Bosphorus Strait, then Black Sea. So this all around water is there, and please don't forget this sequence. This is very, very important. Adriatic Sea, then Ionian Sea, then Mediterranean Sea, then Aegean Sea, then Dardanelles Strait, then Sea of Marmara, then Bosphorus Strait, then Black Sea. So all around it is water, and this is known as the Balkan Peninsula, and part of Turkey is in Balkan Peninsula. And Anatolian Peninsula, this is a part of Asia, and a majority portion of Turkey is in Anatolian Peninsula, and 3 sides water. Please look into the slide, starting from Gulf of Iskenderun, then subsequently Aegean Sea, then Dardanelles Strait, then Sea of Marmara, then Bosphorus Strait, then Black Sea. So this Anatolian Peninsula is surrounded 3 sides by water, and these seas and straits, the names and boundaries, please don't forget, because these are very important, right? So if you look at other important aspects, joining European Union membership is dream for Turkey, but several European Union members objected to it, and it is strategically located in continents of Europe and Asia, as I have already told you, and it exercises control over entry to Black Sea. Just now we have seen the map, and stability in Turkey is very important. If you look at the overall stability in West Asia region, and it is a parliamentary republic, but efforts are being made in recent times to convert it into presidential republic. And initially, the present president Recep Tayyip Erdogan became the prime minister. Subsequently, he became president with a view to convert the parliamentary republic into presidential republic with the concentration of power in president. But so far, he could not ensure that. Then, other important aspect is it started off as a secular republic, and in recent times, authoritarian president Recep Tayyip Erdogan propagating Islamist policies. And please don't forget, there is a difference between jihadism and Islamist policies. Jihadism is basically hating the other people and forcibly converting people of other beliefs into their belief. That is jihadism. But Islamist politics is different. Islamist politics is basically running the government as per Sharia. And Turkish military, historically known for its Kemalist secularism, is quite independent. If someone talks about Turkish military, it is known for its secular and democratic values of Kemalist secularism. And please don't forget, Kemal Ataturk was the first president of Turkey who preached democratic values combined with secularism and Western thought process he brought to the country. So, because of the first president, this Kemalist secularism name came into focus. Right friends, if you look at what are the reasons for coup attempt, and here military is popular in this country, and it is the institution with relative autonomy in this country. And you are looking into the picture of Fethullah Gulen. He differed with Recep Tayyip Erdogan some time back, and he fled to United States of America, and he is preaching separatist tendencies, in the words of Recep Tayyip Erdogan, from United States of America. And the country is known for Kemalist secularism. The basic thing is giving more prominence to democratic values, more prominence to secularism. And previously, military staged 4 successive coups in the past. And military in the year 2007 opposed the selection of Abdullah Gül as president. And subsequently, matters came to this stage and the gap between the present President Erdogan and military widened subsequently, and subsequently Fatehullah Gulen left the country and established his base in America. And if you look at the other side, Recep Tayyip Erdogan, the president, is becoming more and more authoritative in recent times. He is imposing Islamist ideology, as I have already told you, the meaning of Islamist ideology, and he is stifling institutions, curbs on journalists, and other important aspect is he is alleged to have been curbing the rights of Kurds. Kurds are basically towards the southeastern part of Turkey, and there are allegations that he is stifling the human rights of Kurds and also stifling the human rights of people whoever are not coming to his line. That means he is becoming more authoritative day by day. And recently he antagonized Russia, and around 2.5 million Syrian refugees are in Turkey. Partly the problem was precipitated by keeping the borders open by Turkey for a long time. Right, so the clashes between military and the government are very clear, and in fact the interesting aspect is here the military is for secular values, whereas the government is becoming more and more Islamist in recent days, right? And why the coup attempt failed? The basic reason is only a minority section of the armed forces planned it without support from the top, and a quick response by the people who gathered in large numbers on streets, and at the same time quick response from the government, and the news of army rule, martial law created a panicky reaction across various sections of people because they suffered badly in previous times. Hence everyone is united, whether he is the supporter or the person opposing Erdogan, they all united because the fear of military rule and martial law. So here people's unity and the fear of military rule and government's quick response and the attempt of coup by only a fraction of army, that resulted in total failure. And overall, what went wrong with Erdogan in recent times? I have listed out here, please look into these aspects. From day one, he opposed Bashar al-Assad in Syria, kept more than 800 kilometers of borders open with a view to support opposition. But ultimately what happened? Please look into this slide. It has got long border. Ultimately, by keeping borders open, IS benefited, and ultimately there are news reports and serious allegations that Islamic State resorted to oil trade with people in Turkey. So Turkey is partially responsible for proliferation of Islamic State. And human rights violations, as I have already told you, especially dealing with the Kurds. As I have already told you, Kurdistan is the demand from several years for Greater Kurdistan, encompassing 4 countries, that is Turkey, Syria, Iran and Iraq. And there are allegations that human rights violations are taking place in dealing with the Kurds. And day by day, authoritarian tendencies are growing in Erdogan. And recently, after this coup attempt, people associated with educational institutions were also suspended, and almost 50,000 arrests were made. And another serious aspect with regard to this country is the country is gradually moving towards Islamist politics from secularism. Let us see what will happen in future, whether this authoritative politics of Erdogan will be noticed by the world community, and at the same time what will be the reaction of Turkish people in the years to come. Right friends, with this let us conclude the coup attempt in Turkey. Please do join for other modules. Have a nice day. Thank you.